Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is my other story time of how I recently cut off a family member. And it's funny because I recently got in contact with her and it only lasted 2 weeks. Anywho, I'm gonna let y'all read the messages first. After y'all read the messages, then I'm gonna get into the backstory. So here's the text messages. All right. So I hope you guys read everything. If you want, y'all could go back and pause the video to just read everything again. But this is basically the story. So you can tell that I reached out first. You can tell because we recently had a family member that passed away. It's actually my mom's cousin. He actually passed away. I don't know what's going on this year. It's just a lot for me. And basically, I reached out to her. And this is someone that I grew up with. After, I'll say middle school, high school, we didn't really talk like that. And, I just lost all connections with her because she's one of those people that she just picks who she wants to be with. And she sticks to that person and then just drops everybody. So I'm guessing now with the passing of her father, she realized that she has nobody. So, it's unfortunate, but to be honest, you can't live life like that. You can't just cut people off when life is good, and in the moment life is bad, you want to be like, where you at? Well, we never spoke in years. What exactly do you want from me? Type of thing. So anywho, as you can see from the text message, I reached out first. I didn't have this girl's number. I reached out. My other cousin, she basically gave me her phone number and told her, oh, just send her a quick text, whatever. Mind you, my mom passed away. She knew about it. She didn't try to reach out. Her mom was at my mother's funeral. She could have came, and she chose not to because she said that she was going to come. According to one of my family members, she said that she was going to come. She didn't come to the viewing. She didn't come to the funeral. Listen, he said, she said. You say you're going to come, you don't show up. Hey, I wasn't looking for you to come. I wasn't forcing you, whatever. I haven't heard from you for years, but whatever. Even though you live right there, 20 minutes away from the church where everything was happening, you chose not to come. It is what it is. Whatever. You're not obligated. The same way I wasn't obligated. So when I found out her father passed away, and I know she was a daddy's girl, took it out of my way to reach out, give her my condolences. Funeral comes around. I went out of my way to drive from the west coast of Florida, specifically just for her funeral, to be that family support, just to be there. So basically packed up my whole family, husband, kids, dog, went over to my dad's house for that weekend, specifically for the funeral. I have no business over there. The only time I was going to make a trip to Miami was for my OB appointment, which was that following Monday, and that was it. I wasn't going to stay the whole weekend and that Monday. My kids have school, so I ended up, making another drive back over there. So that weekend, I went there for the funeral. So got there. I didn't go to the viewing because I already had prior obligations to go to another event that Friday night. So that Saturday, my cousin came to pick me up. And because I needed a ride because my dad had another funeral to go to, so I needed a ride to get there. So we get there. She's in the row in front of me, her mom and her siblings and whatever, and I'm in the second row, with my cousins and whatever. So as the funeral goes on, she does her speech, and the casket's being rolled out, whatever. So we go back into the cars, go to the burial site, he's being buried outside in the actual ground. It was hot. Y'all know I'm pregnant. I'm tired, swollen feet. So I sat away from everybody under that tent because I felt like that would have been just too much for me. And on top of that, it's already hot. And my cousin, she gave me a little fan, and so I sat on the side with my little nephew and my friend's mom. So we sat on a little bench together because we just couldn't get to where everybody was, but I was able to see everything that was going on. So I'm there. So after everything happened, she looked like she wanted to jump into the casket. After everything happened, went back to the cars, went back to the church for the repast. So you already know, after the funeral, everybody wants to be around that person, that family member whose the person died, and everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to have a conversation. Me, I kept my distance because I'm pregnant. Let's start off with that. I'm pregnant. I don't want too many people around me, and there's a COVID around. We in the flu season. I don't want people around me. Just point blank, period. Like, I can't afford to get sick. When you're pregnant and you're sick, it's the worst thing ever because you can't take the same medication that everybody does. So I just, chose to keep my distance. I'm here physically for moral support. She acknowledged that. She knows that I'm here. And, after the repast or whatever, I didn't even stay for the whole thing. I called my husband to pick me up because I did ride with my cousin and she was in the kitchen. She was helping and whatever. So I didn't want to stay. I was already uncomfortable. My back was hurting. And, I was there for a good couple of hours. Like, the funeral was at 10. I didn't leave the repast until like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I was there for a while. And, everybody was around them. Everybody was talking to them. And I was just like, you know what? I came. That's all that matters, is that I showed my face. Because sometimes for some people, just showing your face is enough. Apparently with her, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. That's why she had the audacity to write this to me. And I'm going to read the messages for you guys because it was just the audacity for me. The fact that she actually wrote this to me, and the very first thing that I wrote to her, I had to erase it because I'm like, Jesus wouldn't answer this like this. Her dad, we literally just buried her dad. What was it, yesterday? And let me calm down because what she wrote to me pissed me off because I'm supposed to sit here and act like I owe you something when I really don't. I didn't even have to show up because I'm still mourning my mom. The same person that you didn't even show up for me. And the thing that I don't understand is that people have just been full of audacity this year to feel that I owe them something when really I don't. I've always been there for people, and it's like for some reason when it comes to me, specific individuals, don't be there for me. And it's okay. And I don't take offense to that because nobody owes me nothing. But the fact that you're coming up to me talking crazy like this, when I say I had some choice words for her, I really did. But I'm just like, Aaron, you're trying to make it to heaven. And I told my cousin, I'm like, I don't understand why people just want to try me as if I'm not going to say nothing. Like, I'm really trying to be a good Christian, but people make it so hard. And it's just better if I just cut people off. Like, for my sanity and for me not to stress, it's better if I just cut you off. Because right after that last little thing she said, because it like, she dumb as fuck. I'm going to just put it like that. She's slow. Because for you to come at me like that and be like, oh, okay, I just had a child and people tell me to say what's up. Bitch, I'm pregnant. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, no. I'm not going to tolerate that from people. Because what you're not about to do is talk to me like I owe you anything when I don't owe you nothing. Like, I didn't even owe you my presence, but I showed up anyways to be that family support. But yet you want to turn around and do something like that? No, I was offended by that. After that message, I blocked her. I don't care if she tries to reach out later. I don't care. Because you have no right to come at me the way you did. Especially knowing that I went out of my way. I don't even live in Miami. I went out of my way and come here. Drove 100 and something miles with my whole family, come here, pregnant, uncomfortable, to show you support. And you got the audacity like I was supposed to come to you and just kiss your feet and give you hugs and do all that stuff when you haven't even told me my condolences for my mother who just passed. No, it doesn't work like that. And it's not about no tit for tats or nothing like that. It's just a whole respect thing. And on top of that, bitch, I'm older than you. Have some fucking respect for real. You know, like, Lord have mercy. Like, the best thing I had to do was just block her. Because if I were to respond, it wasn't going to be good. Let's just put it like that. It wasn't going to be good. Because it was just a nerve for me. And I don't care if I don't hear from her ever again. Because I didn't hear from you for the past like 10 years. I didn't hear from you for the past 10 years. So it makes no difference in my life if you're here or not. But just remember, at the end of the day, you're always going to need somebody. And with an attitude like that, yeah, I doubt anybody's going to want to help you. You know, so now she's just going to have to figure it out. She's going to have to figure that out. And, you know, come to find out, after her sending me that message, she was literally one by one going down the list, sending nonsense to each of our cousins. And, you know, we're all like, you know what? We just gonna let you just slide because your dad just passed me. I'm like, no, bitch, you getting blocked. You getting blocked because I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not dealing with that, especially since I'm pregnant. I'm not dealing with that. But yeah, that was my little story time. It's like a list just getting chopped up. Don't be surprised if I come back and said I cut somebody else off, because honestly, I don't have the patience for people anymore, just because the fact that they feel like they could just say anything. And after my mom died, oh Lord, just believe boundary is a thing that people are not gonna cross when it comes to me, because honestly, I've been too nice to people all these years. I've been too nice. I let too many things slide, only because the fact that I'm one of those, I don't like the drama. I like to keep the peace. You know, I like my sanity. I'll let you have it, blah, blah, blah. No, boundaries. If I don't like it, nope, cutting you off. But Aaron, blah, blah, blah. No, nothing. Not but Aaron, nothing. Because I'm just over it, to be honest with you. I'm over it. Like, I'm putting myself first when it comes to everything. I'm putting myself first, because I always put everybody else first. So I always could be considerate of everybody else's feelings. But what about me? After all these years, nobody really care about what they think. What about me? Nobody never really asked me how I feel. Nobody really asked me, you know, how are you really feeling? No, gotta go. So that's the end of my story time, guys. Thank you for my little, you know, listening to my little story time, guys, because, you know, Audacity is hot on these streets, and it's probably on sale because I don't understand what's going on. You know, it's not even the end of the year yet, and literally I've just been getting nonsense out of nonsense every single month. Every month it's just been nonsense, and I am sick of it. I need to relax. I can't handle one more bad news. Like, I swear to you, the next person that brings me nonsense, I don't even know how I'm gonna react, because I'm just sick of it. But thank you for listening to me. Thank you for letting me vent, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give the video a like. I will have more videos posted later. And I did promise those nursing videos. It is coming. I swear to you. But yeah. All right, guys. Bye.